Hey, my name is Juan Monty, and the title of my science experiment is What Goes Up Must Come Down. And what I'm going to be doing is conducting Galileo's famous falling objects experiment. And I'm going to be testing the objective of my experiment is to see if it matters if the ball material or density or the mass affects the timing of the ball hitting the ground. If I use two different balls and if the balls will hit the ground at the same time, or if one will be lighter and stay in the air longer, all depending if I drop the balls at the same time, man. These are the balls that I'm going to be using. This one's a basketball. It's made out of rubber, full of air. And this one is a little foosball. It's hollow in the middle, but very hard on the outside. It's like a very hard plastic. This one right here is a golf ball. I don't know if it's dense in the middle or if it's hollow in the middle, but it's very heavy. It's heavier than that one. This one is a super ball. It's very light, and it's made out of plastic. It's full of air inside, and it's a very light plastic. This one is a soccer ball. It has stitches on it. It has like 3 different materials surrounding it. Plastic and glue all on it. This one's just a plastic ball. It's very light. This is probably the lightest one, and it has a lot of air in it. So first we're going to be using these two right here. So I think those two hit the ground at the same time. Now I'm gonna use this heavy one and this very light one. So these two hit the ground at the same time. And my hypothesis, restating it, is that the balls will hit the ground at the same time. But I'm going to continue and use this very heavy ball, this rubber basketball. Has a lot of air in it. So those two hit the ground at the same time. Now I'm going to be using this plastic one and I'll use this heavy one and we'll see. So those two balls hit the ground at the same time, and now I'm just gonna switch around and see. So every single ball has hit the ground at the same time. Now I'm gonna use these two little ones, or actually I'm gonna use this big. This one's pretty heavy too, one of the heaviest ones. This one's heavy too, but since this one's bigger, it's way heavier than this one. So again, this ball hit the ground again at the same time. Which one haven't I used? These two? No. This one. And this one. I'll just try these two again. Because there's a lot of wind that's affecting it. So I guess that's my experiment, and my hypothesis again was that the balls will hit the ground at the same time, and so I guess my hypothesis was correct, because my conclusion is that the balls did hit the ground at the same time no matter what, the material or density amount or the mass or it didn't matter what shape or size the ball had. So the only variables is that if there was a lot of wind and we were a lot more higher, maybe one of the lighter balls and the heavier ball would probably be pushed by the wind and maybe slow it down. Maybe that would be possible, but I don't have a really tall ladder, and there's not a lot of wind. So that's my science experiment. My name is Juan Monty, and that's it.